And then we have corner radius. This is the roundness of the corners of your box. I'm going to reduce this stroke down to 0 and change the corner radius of this box. I have different options for corners. I'll go with our standard rounded corner. You can see that rounds off the corner. Let me zoom in for you a little bit on this. And I can increase or decrease the corner radius. And of course the Shift key for larger increments. I can change the style of that corner. You can really see this if I apply a stroke to it. There it is. Most of the time though, if you're rounding off a corner, it's just going to be rounded. I notice on the icon to the left of the field, it instructs me to Option click or Alt click if you're on a Windows computer to open the corner options dialog. Let me do that. If I Option click, look at that. I now have options for this object. Let me cancel out, zoom out, Fit Page in Window, Command 0 or Control 0, and Option click again. I'll turn my preview on so that I can see what I'm doing as I do it. And this will allow me to change the corner options for each corner individually. So maybe the upper left corner, I want it to be fancy. And the lower right corner, I want it to be inset. And I can change the amount of that corner radius specifically for each corner. I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to set this back to none for my corner radius. And I'm going to do this a little bit faster. I mentioned the yellow box before is for corner radius. If I turn on that box by clicking it, I now have the ability to change the corner radius visually without using the field in the control panel. If I grab one corner and drag it, all 4 corners will adjust accordingly. There's my roundness on all 4. And I get that little tip to show me what the corner radius is. There's 0.3 inches of corner radius. From here I can change the corner radius style using the control panel, or I can use the Option key on my keyboard, and by clicking on that diamond, I can change the style of that corner. And then I can get really fancy. If I hold down my Shift key, that will allow me to change the corner radius of just that one corner individually. And then of course Shift Option or Shift Alt if you're on Windows to change the style of that one corner individually. This gives me a lot of flexibility to make this look the way I want it. The way that I use this feature in most cases is simply to round off one corner and the opposite corner. So I'll start by bringing in all the corners so that they're equal, and then using the Shift key to pull out the 2 opposite corners so that I have a box that looks like that. That's an interesting design element and very easy to create. Let me put these back to no corner radius. For the remainder of the control panel in this incarnation, I'm going to describe these further features later on, but just to let you know what they are. These are your fitting options that allow you to very quickly fit an image to a box. And we'll be dealing with that when we talk about graphics and pictures in a future lesson. And then we have alignment options that are built right into the control panel. You saw me use the Align panel earlier, and that gives me more control, but if I want to quickly align objects, I can do that right in the control panel.